everyone. Thank you for coming. Let me introduce myself just for a second. I'm Alessandro Capuano. I'm the head of the global brokerage division of Fineco Bank. Today we are going to talk a little bit about Brexit, and I want to show you how we can use our services and our platform in order to spot opportunity. I'm total sympathetic with Brexit, and we understand that it's an argument that is always on the media. Probably most of you guys, you are fed up with Brexit, but we are here for business, and so it can be interesting how we can spot opportunity and how we can use the technology to make business, to make money out of the market using Brexit. So, first of all, let me give you a very brief introduction about Fineco Bank. We are quite new in UK. We started business in UK 1 year ago. Fineco is one of the largest European banks. It's a full online digital bank. We don't have any branches. And we are offering a business model quite unique in Europe because we are in one single shop, so into the bank. We offer current account, we offer trading services, and we offer investment. Very soon we will have our ISA account with a selection of funds, bonds, stocks, and all investment products. So in the next 2 weeks we will be ready with our ISA offer, which is probably the offer you are most interested on. Let me start. Okay, this is the current situation about Brexit. We are not here to tell you what is going to happen. We don't know, and probably no one knows. But the reality is there is a bit of confusion of what is going to happen after the next vote, and the only thing that we know about the market is the fact that in the last 2 years, since the referendum was on, some equity in the UK market have clearly slowed down. Some equity had some benefit in the short term because of the fall of the British pound, but generally speaking, there are some undervalued equity in the UK market which we can look. And we think that when the Brexit uncertainty will end, there will be a recovery in the market. Okay, so what type of stocks we can identify to get this opportunity? One interesting thing of our platform is the fact that we offer very sophisticated and advanced real-time news. You have the best feed coming from Dow Jones and Reuters. And one of the things also is interesting, it's all about our charting package, which offers you real-time prices with a very long history. This chart was put here. I don't know how much you are into technical analysis, but it's interesting now that the FTSE level is on very key level about the Fibonacci retracement. So it's interesting to note that as the political uncertainty is going to end, probably the FTSE will take one direction or another. So what about the UK, what about the elements that we need to evaluate in making our analysis in the Brexit context? Obviously, the cable level, sterling dollar level, the euro sterling level, change in regulation is going to be something that can impact on some of the UK equity. And obviously the uncertainty in the trading relationship, because we don't know yet which model is going to operate UK after this Brexit uncertainty. So let's go a little bit more in deep. What we can do? We don't care. We don't need to care about the political situation. We need to look at numbers. We need to look at what ratio select in order to pick the best stocks on the FTSE.
interesting things about our platform is we offer for free to all our clients a very sophisticated screening. Screening means is a special tools into our platform where you can select some fundamental ratio and some technical ratio in order to filter the stocks that match particular conditions. And this is only real time, is given for free into the platform. So if we look at the fundamental screening, the ratio that probably we want to look in order to select a very good portfolio is the beta, the return on investment, the return on equity, the price earning, and the revenue. Also, you want to match probably with some technical screening. So you want to see what was the most recent performance, and you want to have a look at the momentum. So to see if that particular shares is gaining momentum, is gaining strength in the market. Obviously, this now we are looking specifically for UK, but you can also select the geography that you are interested in. So, for instance, you can use this screening only to select American shares rather than FTSE shares. This is an example of the screening. If you come later to our stand, we will be very happy to show you how the platform works. Unfortunately, it was not possible here to connect with our laptop and showing you the platform in real time, but later on we will be happy to show you live how this can be done. And yeah, this is an example of the screening. For instance, you can select with the indicator what we said before, the beta, the ROE, the return on investment, price earning, the price book value, is all typical fundamental ratio that all the analysts are looking for. And if you want to do an analysis for each individual stocks, probably it will take you ages. But if you use our platform and you select your parameter, immediately the platform gives you the right portfolio for you. And again, we can, today the market is closed, but later we will show you with the demo at our stand, you can immediately trade straight away in the market. One of the interesting things is that we are offering only DMA platform. I don't know how much familiar you are with DMA, but DMA means that you trade directly into the London Stock Exchange. I forgot to mention that Fineco, since the early days, is one of the members of the London Stock Exchange, so we have a direct membership. And this is a good advantage for you because we can offer better fee. So we start, with us, you can trade at 6.95 per order. Doesn't matter whatever size it is, you can trade up to 1,000 shares, 6.95 per order. And if you are a very active trader, so you trade more than £500 in commission in a month, you can lower this level to 2.95. So let's carry on with the Brexit idea. And the opportunities, of course, we wanted to select a different type of portfolio, a high risk portfolio, depends how aggressive you want to be, which is going to select, is going to pick mainly the high growth company and company with a higher price earning ratio. Or if you want to be a little bit more defensive, because you don't know how it's going to work, or your risk appetite is limited, probably you want to pick a company which generates high dividends, so you have on a regular basis more cash flow coming into your portfolio. And probably you want to go with companies with a higher beta. Beta is an indicator which basically gives you the sensitivity of the stocks compared to the sensitivity of the index. So if the beta is above 1, means that when the index grows of 1%, your stocks specific grow of more than 1%. If beta is below 1, it means that it's less sensitive to the main index. And this is just an idea. I mean, you can play with the parameters as you want. Our client can select the parameter we want. But for instance, for a defensive screen, our idea was going with the return on equity above 0. Obviously, we price earning is an interesting ratio because it's a ratio that gives to you how much is the existing price compared to the earning of the company. So higher is the price earning, that means that the company, higher is the valuation. So obviously we want positive price earning, but we don't want to go for company too high on the valuation, so we want to stay between 4 and 24. The beta, as I said to you before, we want a positive beta, so we need to be above 0.5. We tend to use negative beta when you want to hedge your portfolio. In this case, we want to follow the index, so we want a positive beta. And obviously, we want a company with the revenue growth in the last year. So in the short company that in the short term has demonstrated to generate a good growth. And again, in inputting these parameters, this is one of the examples, this is one of the portfolio that the machine can create for you, and you can straight this portfolio straight to the market. One interesting thing that we are offering also on our screener is the pre-selected portfolio. These are strategy where the parameters that we were looking before are pre-cooked. So this is like you go to the restaurant, you want a menu, and you got already this portfolio up and running. It's very simple. There are some strategy, Warren Buffett strategy. God Save the Queen is a strategy which is tailor-made for the UK market. Maybe you want to do some contrarian stocks. So, for instance, you want to select all the stocks that tend to go well when the market is not going very well. You want to select South European growth, or you want to select specific German stocks. The good things of this portfolio is you don't need to think about it. You simply click on the item that you want, and the selector automatically generates for you the list of shares that you should be interested in. Again, these are other examples of screening that are available. Nice things in this portfolio, they're all available real time. So we have access to 26 exchanges in the world, and we feed this database with millions of data coming from different providers all at the same time, so that every time that you select one of these portfolio, you can have immediately all the stocks that are within the parameter select. Finally, today, again, I think it's a good thing if you come to our stand, so we can show you live how it's going to work. It was very interesting doing this seminar during the week. We have an office in Monument, and every Thursday and every Wednesday, every Thursday, we are open there, and we organize a seminar. So if you are interested to see live how this works when the market opens, I can guarantee to you it's much more fun than being here on Saturday morning and showing a theoretical example, but this is what it is. And today, we have a promotion. So for all the people that open the account with us today, we offer 100 free trades. So you can play on the market with the first 100 trades for free. And we have £150 of cash back. One of the interesting things of our offer is that we are a multi-currency bank. In these days, again, with Brexit might be interesting. What does it mean, multi-currency bank? As soon as you open a bank account with us, you receive 2 debit cards, one in euro, one in sterling. So if you travel in Europe, you can use your European debit card, and you don't get any charge at ATM machine. So you can withdraw whenever amount of money you want in any European cash machine for free. Obviously, you need to have the amount on the account, just to be clear. And in UK, you can use your sterling credit card. And the other nice thing is that as soon as you open the account, you have a sterling, euro, Swiss franc, and dollar account. And if you receive a payment from abroad or payment from US, they go straight into your dollar account, and you can change at a very competitive rate, and you can use that money with your debit card. Another interesting thing is we offer something which is called the maxi purchase. So for instance, you need to
go in Spain for your holiday, you can book in your platform a maxi payment. You can do a payment in one go up to £10,000 or €10,000 with your debit card. So again, the £150 offer of cashback is a way for you today to open an account and start to use the banking services of Fineco. If you got any question, I'm here. Otherwise, again, thank you very much for being here on Saturday morning, and I'm very happy if you come down to our stand and we can discuss about how this screener indicator works. Thank you.